All right, let's talk about Wonder Woman 2 or Wonder Woman 1984. We got some updates here. After the success of Justice League, after the success of Justice League, isn't that hilarious? Jeez, where's my mind? After the success of Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and the poor performance of Zack Snyder's Justice League, it's safe to say that Warner Brothers Pictures is shifting their focus to for DC Comics movies. And Wonder Woman 1984 director Patty Jenkins hopes the studio continues to put the spotlight on individual heroes rather than group them together. That's not to say she wouldn't turn down the opportunity to direct a Justice League movie in the future. I actually think she would. I don't think she wants to do that because I saw her talk about it. She just doesn't sound like that's her thing. She wants them to have their own solo. Anyways, while speaking with Hollywood Reporter at the Sundance Film Festival, Jenkins was asked if she would ever helm a Justice League sequel. She provided a thoughtful answer that could illuminate Warner Brothers' path for the future. And this is where she quoted the Justice League movie. I find those movies to be extremely challenging, said Jenkins. I think they're fantastic when they're well done, but taking on all those characters at the same time and the timeline, I sort of hope that we don't do a Justice League movie for a little while because I think that each of those characters are really great and I'm super excited to see each of their movies. I want to see Aquaman 2 and I want to see Flash. We don't want to see that Flash. Uh, Ezra Miller, no, we don't want to see that Flash. I don't want to see that Flash. I think he's terrible. Uh, it's not my Barry Allen. Anyways, you never know. Back to what she was saying. You never know. I would never say never, but I think everybody should have a moment to shine right now. I absolutely agree. They should have gave each one of them their own movie and gave them a chance to shine before shoehorning everybody into what was essentially supposed to be Man of Steel 2 that became Batman vs Superman featuring Wonder Woman with cameos from everybody else. Anyways, while fans are likely eager to see what's next for the fledging fledglingly superhero team, the critical and financial success of the first film will likely make executives and filmmakers wary to take on the challenge of making Justice League 2. Instead, Aquaman and Wonder Woman have made it clear that individual superhero movies could be the best direction for DC films. Yeah, man, Aquaman blew everybody away. It was an awesome film. You know, I went in with, you know, I don't even remember what my expectations were, but I thought, by the trailer, it looked good. It looked like it could be very different from the rest of the DCEU, which had largely been all atmospherically depressing and oh, dark, dark, dark. Anyways, uh, back to. And while the prospect of making another epic big budget superhero crossover film might seem enticing, Jenkins is focused on making Wonder Woman 1984 the best it can possibly be. And with the sequel not hitting theaters until summer of 2020, she's got a lot of time on her hands before she starts worrying about a possible trilogy. Well, yeah, it got pushed back again, so that sucks. 2020 now. I was hoping to see it this year. But that doesn't mean she isn't thinking about it. While speaking with Vanity Fair about her possible return for the third film in the Wonder Woman franchise, Jenkins admitted that she has thoughts about Diana and the mascara future. I have plenty. Oh, here's what she said. I have pretty clear plans for Wonder Woman 3, Jenkins said. Whether I direct it or not, I see how her arc should end in my incarnation of Wonder Woman. I have great passion for that. So she talked about how it wouldn't be another period piece. She wants it to be a third film. set in like the third film would be set in the present instead of another period piece. But this movie's got some interesting things. It's gonna see Cheetah in it, and I'm still not exactly sure if they're gonna go with a woman in a costume or if they're gonna go with her mutating into a cheetah-like person, kind of like they had her on the Justice League animated series. That would be, uh, I don't know. Kind of want to see her just as a cat person. Uh, oh yeah, and we'll have what's his name? I think it was Steve Trevor. We'll have him back. I think he said this is supposed to be his last one. So I really don't believe that the character's just back from the dead. I think it's some kind of trick or something on Wonder Woman's mind. But I mean, with Cheetah being the bad guy, I'm not really sure who could. There would have to be another villain in the film, and I don't know much else about the film except for what I've told you now. So I don't know. Uh, they could have somebody in there like Cersei or uh, just somebody that like magical and plays tricks. There's plenty of candidates on there. I can't remember most of their names though. But I do not expect it to be. I don't expect them to be back from the dead. But that's pretty much. It sounds good. It sounds like her mind's in the right state. It sounds like she knows what she's doing. And I do think it's kind of cool that they did the first Wonder Woman set back then. They're doing one now set in '84, uh, and then hopefully she gets to do a third one set in the present day. And hopefully there won't be any of that unnecessary respect whamming shit because we don't need it. Honestly, we don't need it. I'm perfectly fine without it. The movie did great. It was awesome. It was amazing. That's how I felt about it. It was pretty great, and I expect this next one to be great, as long as none of that whole get woke stuff is in here. Let's do without that. Cheetah, man. Like I was saying though, I would like to see her as a just a full on cat person, like become a full on cat person. Look like and if that goes well, that could lead into maybe some people being like, hey, that looked awesome. Maybe we could do Thundercats for real this time. But because I used to be a fan of the Thundercat costume. But I think it's cool Cheetah being the bad guy. I do not expect it to just be her. I kind of think there's going to be a surprise villain in there. I haven't followed up much on the movie because I do want to be surprised, and I think that people shouldn't try to expose themselves to every bit of information they can get their hands on about the movie, because I think you should just limit yourself to the trailer, if even that, because it it can reduce the impact of how you actually feel about the movie when you go to see it, and that's just I've mentioned before. I have that problem with like spoilers and leaks. Like everybody, everybody in their leaks. Like we need plumbers, Mario Brothers. But what do you think? Are you excited about this movie? The photo was released with the girl that's like playing Kristen Wiig in the museum with all these like like an animal museum section or whatever. Uh, Interesting. Wonder she's probably gonna be some kind of activist or something. We'll see how the movie plays out. But like, subscribe, comment, check out my other videos. Uh, Stay tuned. I always got more coming. Um, Rock on. Stay awesome. I did that backwards this time. Didn't mean to. Alright. Stay awesome. Rock on.